Ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Jones going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man. Complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time. For the sack. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Pollard. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what...
And this will be caught at the 30. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Again, Dak going to keep it. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mahomes Cowboys to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So they like to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go, check him out. Check the call, check the call. Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, Elliott once more.
Ain't doing nothing.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Forced out to his left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A big play there for KC.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Mahomes now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Mahomes trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Prescott off play action. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got creative.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And that's Elliott, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Second down and goal. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 37.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On second down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. His pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Mahomes. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he bowls over him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bolton in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Well, Prescott here to throw. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Let's go, D. Check the backer, check the backer.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.